Good evening, I'm Laura Rutledge. The XFL will begin their season on Saturday, February 18th, 1 week after the Super Bowl. 8 teams across 8 cities will battle it out over 12 weeks, with the XFL champion being crowned on Saturday, May 13th. The Disney family of networks, ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, and FX, is proud to be the exclusive home of the XFL for all 43 games. Tomorrow is a historic day for the league, as teams will be conducting their player selection draft at the UFC in Las Vegas. The journey to find these players began this past summer with XFL showcases conducted across the country. XFL Chairwoman and Owner Dany Garcia, along with XFL owner Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, joined the XFL's decorated group of head coaches in search of the next stars for tomorrow's league. We are proud to present tonight Drive to the XFL Draft, presented by ZipRecruiter. This all-access program takes fans behind the curtain and provides a front-row seat at these showcases through the eyes of Dany and Dwayne. Their mission: to provide an opportunity for players to continue their dreams of playing professional football. Enjoy. You will hear from XFL owners Dany Garcia and Dwayne Johnson. They're right there.
Remember to pop that mic up, Dany? Yeah. I got the call from Dany. Hey, I got this crazy idea. Okay, great. You know I love crazy.
I started pitching.
I'm an outcast, I'm a shadow.
Everything in our career has led to this moment. I'm telling you, everything. WWE, the movies, the film. And then I said, I want us to buy the XFL.
For owner and chairwoman of the XFL, Dany Garcia, and XFL owner Dwayne Johnson.
I'm in, 100%. It was the easiest yes that I had ever said.
The XFL. Its history precedes it, don't it? In 2001, the league came in with a bang. In 2020, the return of the league was studded with the pandemic. But with the breaking news that Dwayne Johnson and Dany Garcia were buying the entire league, you know we at least gonna tune in. This might just be the beginning of a wild story. Players on the brink. And 2 owners about to do it different and go head first into the fire.
Better call somebody like me. Gonna need somebody like me.
All right, let's go, gents. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
At the heart of this story are Dany and DJ. And they go back, like way back. Early 90s at the University of Miami, where they were both athletes. They went on to be business partners, with Dany managing Dwayne's WWE career and then his record-breaking box office run. It's a shared history that maybe, just maybe, has the duo uniquely positioned for a run at this unprecedented foray into football.
I'm okay in this context because I'm going to say a live entertainment company rooted in football. Like, I'm going to stress that.
With Dany and myself, it's a unique bond and relationship that we have that has been fostered over time. And when I say time, I mean since we were kids. I've known Dany since I was 18 years old. At one time married, then divorced, a child. Now, years later, all of that has led us to the point where we're at today. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Great.
All right, great. So the XFL came across my attention when Vince launched the second version. I was so into this property that I was like, why didn't he call me? And then the pandemic happened, right? They had to shut it down. It went into bankruptcy. And I said, I want to buy the XFL.
The incredible irony is that I have an opportunity to create a platform for players just like me years ago who were on the fringe.
We are back on Get Up, and as of next year, so will be the XFL.
Set to relaunch in February. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and entrepreneur Dany Garcia.
Once the acquisition happens, you're doing your celebration, you're breaking out the tequila. It's good. Then you realize, holy, I don't know how to run. I've never run a professional sports league before. We were keenly aware of some of the challenges that spring football had, but also aware of the real appetite was still there from the consumers and from the fans. So I think we got a shot with this one. From the moment we acquired, there were challenges. And I mean that in the best way that you gotta embrace, because again, it's your opportunity to swing and swing for the fences. But oftentimes when I look back in my career, that's often how I've made my bones in a particular industry, by jumping in headfirst into a raging fire. Pro wrestling in Corpus Christi, 15,000 people. That was my first match. Headfirst, raging fire. My transition into Hollywood. Usually your first role is an extra. My first role was the Scorpion King. Headfirst, raging fire. Now transitioning to this, buying an entire sports league, not a team, but the entire league. Raging fire.
Based out of Arlington, Texas, the XFL is going to be a league built different. 8 teams, 8 cities battling out in the spring with Week 1 games starting after the NFL Super Bowl. At a town hall meeting this summer, fans were hyped to meet Dany and DJ, learn how Dany was making history, and meet the star-studded cast of XFL coaches.
You will hear from XFL owners Dany Garcia and Dwayne Johnson. They're right there. There's so much to be excited about. Dany Garcia and XFL owner Dwayne Johnson. We're going to begin with you, Dany. You are the first female league owner in football. You're the first chairwoman. Yeah, let her hear it.
Thank you. I actually have been in a male environment my entire life. I went to Merrill Lynch. I was one of the few female financial consultants. And then going into Hollywood. So now, going through life, having the successes, I said, okay, now I'm gonna do this. This one, you are gonna do, Dany. These are joyful tears.
Listen, Dany is a powerhouse, and being the first female owner of a sports league in the U.S. ever, this part's a big deal.
Following your dream and getting it, and then all of a sudden having it be so relevant and important, it makes it a moment I have to represent. It has to be a legacy moment. Just can't be a spot in time. Football is fueled by dreams. To go further, get there faster. Those wins don't just happen.
They must be claimed. Work for today, achieved together. The XFL is where the full potential of football is realized, both on and off the field.
Give cities new reasons to cheer, partners new platforms to build on, people a deeper sense of fandom.
And athletes a new path to live their passion and play professional football. This is tomorrow's league.
Driven by a new purpose and a shared commitment. Powered by new leadership. This is for all of us, and the only way to get there is together.
To change how football is experienced, where passion meets a field of possibility.
Tomorrow's league starts today.
Welcome to the XFL.
The coaches for the league, some very real experience. Rings, pedigree, and Super Bowls. So the excitement was real when they were announced.
Up next, we're going to meet our coaches, DJ and Dany. They'll be back momentarily.
Uncle Wade. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Yeah.
What went into choosing our XFL head coaches? Pedigree, passion, their desire to compete, their desire to partner with us in standing this league up.
College football Hall of Famers amongst these coaches. 6 combined Super Bowl championships. 68 years combined coaching experience and a combined 135 plus years of NFL experience. Those are your coaches for your XFL teams.
I've been a college coach for 15 years. 5th pick, Green Bay Packers, Cheesehead. 14 years in the NFL, Super Bowl champ, New England Patriots.
I've been coaching football for a long time, 6 times head coach in the NFL.
I've had a long football coaching career as an assistant coach and then 18 years as a head football coach at Oklahoma.
To me, it was a no-brainer. To bring this league back, to give guys opportunities to show their wear is what it's all about.
To start on something from the ground up, to still be able to coach, I was all on board.
This is my first head coaching position, man. I'm super excited to have that opportunity. I love everything about coaching. I just feel like I have so much to give back.
All of them have been incredibly successful at what they do. If you're going to make spring football work, very specifically, if we're going to make the XFL work, quality has to be part of every fabric, of every piece of this mosaic.
The other important part of that mosaic is the players. To identify the best of the best who aren't on NFL rosters, Dany and Dwayne organized player showcases all over the United States. For the players, it was their chance to ball out and get noticed for a spot. For Dany and DJ, it was a chance to test out their hands-on ownership strategy.
I want to know them now to try and identify how many of these gentlemen are going to carry the X of my league. That's what motivates me. And I think that is why the ownership is automatically different.
We want these players to see us, and we want to look them in the eyes and say, we're here too. This is how much we care. We're scrappers, we're hungry, we're fighters, we're grinders. New ownership looks like us getting our on a plane and flying to all these places for showcases.
I'm going to introduce you to our chairwoman, Dany Garcia.
Gentlemen, welcome to the XFL Arlington Showcase. We are so thrilled to have you with us. All of our coaches, everyone here believes and knows that the XFL is the league of tomorrow, and that starts today.
Bitch, I'm as black as they come. Even shoot black when they come. I'ma shoot back when they come. Bang. They gon' get that bang.
You're always looking for talent. You're looking for explosiveness, strength, size, speed, all of that.
Get to the cone. Get to the cone, right?
I need it in all.
You want to do this, get yourself prepared for it.
Just look back for the ball, right?
Get outside.
At the end of the day, I think every team is out to win the championship. That's the whole reason we play this game.
We're looking to win.
It never gets old winning. That's what you want to do.
We expect you guys to leave it all out on this field.
This is the energy that we bring to the XFL. We want to see greatness.
There's a lot of good football players out there, of guys that sometimes get overlooked. Sometimes they need a little more maturity. They're just diamonds in the rough out there.
We got the cream of the crop here, who are not in the NFL.
The X and XFL is opportunity.
Man, when we're out here doing these showcases, if a young man can play, we're gonna find it.
Some guys just need a little more time to develop, and I think the XFL will provide that for our players.
And we're gonna be fearless, which means we're gonna be innovative.
It's going to be different rules, and I think we're going to try out some things that the NFL hadn't tried out.
Things that makes the game better, makes it more exciting.
And I think that's exciting for the fans to see something different.
We want to go through our rules review. Game flow is going to be really important.
There's a lot that we can bring to the table in terms of innovation, gameplay.
We've got to minimize that downtime and create more meaningful football action.
More's coming. More's coming for you guys.
You've guided us to greatness.
We can expect to feel that they are closer to the game, closer to the athletes, closer to the play. It's fantastic.
You watch football games, you're going to experience the XFL.
For The Rock, before all the global stardom, he was just a kid from the island, right here in Honolulu, fighting for a shot to play in college, then at the next level. But ultimately, his dream to make it in the NFL was curbed by injury. At the time, DJ was busted up about it. But this is all part of his story, what drove him, and why it was so emotional for DJ to come back to his own high school for another XFL showcase.
I did a lot of my growing up here in Honolulu. I was here when I was a kid, I think first grade, second grade, and then we wound up coming back here when I was in 8th and 9th. So I had periods of time when we were here. All the formative years were here in Hawaii.
I played 2 years of real organized football. I signed with the University of Miami. Arguably the greatest defense in the history of college football at that time when I went in, and one of the greatest offenses at that time. There's a chance I might get drafted going into my senior year. I blew my back out. 2 ruptures in my back, boom. My dream, the goal, to play in the NFL. That was my goal. And that never happened. You guys know I played here at McKinley, right? My goal was to make it in the NFL. That was all of our goals. I didn't make it in the NFL, and I wish I had an XFL. Man, I am so excited about this. I know Dany is so excited. We're all so excited about this. We've been waiting a long time for this one. I've been waiting a long time for this one. I was here, where you guys are at. This was my home. This was the first time I put my hands in the dirt. So X that you have, right, this X in the XFL, this is the intersection of dreams and opportunity. And we like to say, you guys bring the dreams, we give you the opportunity. So go out today, man, ball out. I want you all to make it. Let's bring it in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, here we go, here we go. Let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3. For us, the reason why it reflects who we are, not only as ownership, but also as a league, as a culture, is because we've lived it. And I know what it's like to be in that intersection. This, by far, is one of the most memorable days for me because life comes full circle.
We will consistently be looking for professional player opportunities in the state of Hawaii.
I just want to say thank you to you guys for this opportunity, this amazing camp, for giving guys like me a chance, you know.
Absolutely.
Heard all about your story, and, you know, for you to reach out and help guys like me that were in your situation means the world to me. You know, thank you to the both of you.
Absolutely.
You know, we know what it's like, man. You know, to be in your position. I know what it's like when you're right there.
Yeah.
You know, and you could taste it, and you could feel it, and you work your off for something. And it happens, but it doesn't happen the right way you want it to. So all this has happened for a reason, and now it's just time to go, man.
Thank you.
Ball out.
Thank you, I will.
The joy of telling a player, welcome to the XFL. I didn't know how great that is. Thank God we have 8 teams. So we're going to do it over and over again. Because I was like, wow, that feeling of knowing we just changed someone's life and started a career. Absolutely. Oh, that was good.
The number 54. Yeah, you'll always see it on the front and back of DJ. Why? Because with only 53 spots on the NFL roster, there's always the 54th who just missed the cut. This sentiment is DJ and Dany's driving force to give players the shot with the XFL that they might not have gotten elsewhere. The Jackson State Showcase was chock full of guys with that same chip DJ had, many from historically black colleges and universities.
I love what you're doing. You gotta understand, you're giving people an opportunity that would never get opportunity. So you're changing the game. That's your life. You change the game every time you touch.
Trying to do.
They just need to like.
They need the
opportunity. Yes. And you give them that, and they are so hype, man, that you have no idea.
We're in Jackson, Mississippi, and this is the best thing that has happened to us in a long time. The XFL showcases all the HBCU talent, and it's incredible. It's a tremendous opportunity, and we are truly appreciative, thankful It's unbelievable what's transpiring today. To have The Rock. Do you understand we got The Rock at JSU on this field? It's crazy. They just look across the field and say, excuse me, that's The Rock right there. Move out the darn way. That's The Rock right there, all right?
Today's just another step of the journey, right? Another big step in the journey. The one thing I promise all you guys, we got eyes on you, legitimate eyes on you, okay? This is what we're here for. We're here to see you guys. I'm gonna introduce you to our chairwoman, Dany Garcia.
Thank you. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. It is so great to see you all here. We care about this moment, and we care that you are here. You are the game. DJ and I know this story. Your story was our story, and we know the path forward. We know what it's like when you're overlooked, so that's why we are here, and that's why we all care. So I want to tell you, we're so grateful. We will be looking at you. We will be cheering you on. Stay present to the moment. Have a great time. Let your skills just shine.
The man who needs no introduction.
Hey, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody here for allowing this to happen. I've never been afraid of a gift. You got to understand, Christmas, birthday, whatever reason is, if someone give you a gift, how can you be afraid to open it? But right now, the only thing that separates us is opportunity. And you got one. So don't say you ain't get it. Today, open your gift, man, and let it shine. We good? When I say we good, you say yes, sir. We good?
Yes, sir.
We've been incredibly impressed with the talent, the passion, and the commitment. These athletes listen, they bring heart, they bring speed, grit, and strength. We've been continuously thrilled with the quality of talent that's showing up.
And I also know what it's like to be told you're good, but you're not good enough. And that drive and that fire and that flame, it's the same thing that these kids have.
We knew right from the beginning, leadership and our XFL football ops was very, very clear. We were going to cast a very wide net. We've got a commitment to raising HBCUs, not raising, just shining the light on them. This is a relationship that's a long-term relationship. We'll be here year after year after year.
Me and you, one-on-one. Let's go. I challenged number 51, who's a great player, O-lineman out of Grambling. Got down in my three-point stance. He didn't want any smoke. Come on. Come on. What we got? Watch this. Oh, no. No, no, no. When the XFL steps on the field, when that time comes, and it is our very first kickoff, the fans and the world will know what our identity is and what our culture is and what we represent and who the faces of the XFL have become.
That's it, y'all. DJ, Dany, pushing it all in. Whether they doing it for the players, for the game, or that personal drive, one thing's for sure. These two, they might just have what it takes to make it through this raging fire.
If you're going to take big swings, you must be comfortable with big misses.
Will the XFL be successful?
So it's not a risk to me, but it's got to work for the players. And that's the thing that keeps me up at night. That's the thing that wakes me up in the morning. It's for them.
The experience of going for it, it's part of the American lexicon. I love that about football.
Better call somebody like me. Gonna need some